Hello everyone, I'm going to go over some important question in chapter 4 or problem set number 3. Okay, let's go to the first question, no actually question number 6, calculating net assets value. So before we do that, let's take a look at what is a net assets value. It is similar to when you buy stock. Okay, when you buy stock you have to take a look at the price. Okay, how much is the price of stock? But when you buy share of mutual fund, okay, when you buy share of mutual fund, the price of share of mutual fund is net assets value. Okay, so if net assets value is $100, that is the price of the share of the mutual fund. So how do we calculate net assets value? Net assets value equal to the value of assets, alright, minus the value of liabilities, okay, divided by all of the number of shares outstandings. So over here you can see that at the beginning of the year, okay, at the beginning of the year the assets has $500 million. At the end of the year it increased by 10% increase. Okay, so at the end of the year it is 500 times 1.1 equal to 550, but you have to pay, okay, but you have to pay the fees, 12b1 fees. What is 12b1 fees? It is marketing fees of the mutual fund, which is 1%, okay, times 550 and equal to $5.5 million. So at the end of the year you have assets value equal to 550 minus the liabilities, which is the fees, equal to 5.5 divided by number of shares, which is 20 million shares. Okay, and the answer is right here, 27.23. okay, that is the value of one, okay, that is the value of one share mutual fund. Now the same thing in question number 8. Question number 8, what is the net assets value? So net assets value equal to assets right now is 350 million minus liabilities, which is 5 million, divided by number of shares outstanding, which is 17 million shares, and the answer is 20.29. Now number 10, it is asking you the offering price. Okay, remember when you buy, okay, if you buy stock, okay, if you buy or sell stock, you pay commission fees. Okay, you pay commission fees. But when you buy or sell mutual fund, okay, you pay load. Okay, load, you have front end. Okay, front end load is the fees that you pay when you buy, and you have back end load, which is the fees you have to pay when you sell. Okay, now go back to this question. The fund has net assets value of 13. Okay, net assets value equal 13.4, and the fund is sold with front end of 4%. Alright, so what is the offering price? So the offering price has to be higher than net assets value, because because up to 4% you pay, your net investment is 13.4. So let the offering price is X, okay, and you pay 4%, so the net investment after you pay the fee, front end load fee is 4%, is equal to X times 0.04, and this equal to net assets value. okay, equal 13.4. So now x, you can see that equal 13.4 divided by 0.96, and it is equal to $13.96. So this is the original price. You have to pay 13.96. Out of 13.96, 4% will go to the load, and the your net investment in the fund is 13.4. Okay. Now next question. Question number 16 is the same thing. Okay, calculating net assets value. As the assets is $862 million, $862 million, liabilities $12 million, and 32,675 254 shares outstanding. Net assets value is calculated as over here. Okay, very simple. Number 17 is very similar. You are given net assets value. How do you calculate number of shares, okay, outstanding? So you can see that net assets value now here is given as 32.18, and it is equal to 825 $100 million, okay, $825 million minus the liabilities, which is 25 million, divided by number of shares, which is x, and then you solve for x, you will get this number. Okay, so that is how many shares outstanding for the fund. Now number 19. All right, you pay $17 to buy the share of the mutual fund with a front-end load 5%. So you pay offer price equals 17, but at the same time you pay 5%. Okay, at the same time you pay 5% load. So therefore your net investment, sorry, my phone is ringing. The net investment in the fund is $17 times 1 minus 0.05 and equal to $16.15. Okay, the fund increased by 12%. So your net investment at the beginning of the year is 16.15. All right. At the end of the year, it increased by 12%. Okay, so at the end of the year, your net investment will increase to 16.15 times 1.12, and this is equal to 18.088. Okay. However, you have to pay the operating expense 1%. Okay. So let's take a look. Let me get more space. Okay. Now the expense ratio is 1%, so it is 1% times the beginning net assets value, which is 16.15, and equal to 0.1615. Okay, so the ending value, okay, at the end of the year, your investment equal to 18.088 minus 0.1615, which is expense, equals 17.9265. Okay, so you invested $17 at the beginning. At the end of the year, after all expenses, you get 17.9265. Your return during the year would be equal to 0.9265 minus 17 divided by 17, and it is equal to 5.45%. Okay, so that is your return during the year. Okay, that's it. In problem set number 3, very simple, very easy to do. If you have any question, feel free to send me an email. Okay, thank you very much.